Hi ladies and gents, welcome to my channel. It's Adsela coming to you with just a quick demonstration on creating doily envelopes. I have had a blast with this particular technique. I don't know if it's been created before, but this particular technique was something that I stumbled upon. And so what I'll do is I'll show you how I basically started. So this is actually the doilies. I did have a packet with 3 different size doilies. And this is actually a particular craft paper that you can get from Kmart here in Australia. Now it has a wax coating on it, so all I do is I just put the doily on it, put a piece of baking paper and just iron it. And then it actually adheres to the backing. And then you can actually journal on it. So, you know, no messy plastic wrap. And all I do is I just cut around it. I'll actually do this one here while I'm on camera. So if you want to speed it up, you're quite welcome to. But there's all the envelopes, just for viewing's sake. So I'll be going through each envelope as we go, but the reason why I'm cutting this out is to show you how I actually fold them into the envelopes, and there's no waste whatsoever, and I'll show you that so if you want to speed up the camera, you're quite welcome to. I love this craft paper. The store ran out in my town, and another lady set me up a roll. So yeah, I was very grateful for it, because you do go through it. There's lots of things I've been using this particular paper method, because there was a lot of people using the cling wrap, me included, and I thought that's dangerous, smoking, breathing in the fumes, because like I've said in previous videos, if you can smell it, it's already in your lungs. Yeah. So there's some just waste, so I'll just tidy up this one. I'll just do it off camera. Okay, now I'm just going to get something else to show you. I did have a bundle of them, but anyway, I'll actually show you with a few that I've got here. So the next stage is, if you wanted to, sort of distress your edges and just use a plain envelope or coffee dye. I've been playing around with some homemade alcoholic inks, and what I did was I made a little, it's best if you can get a coloured one so you can see. So I'll go through the envelopes with you, and then I'll show you how I came about with the envelope. I found them. They were wrapped up in, so that's important to show you, because it's well worth it. So there were 3 size doilies, so I made 3 little mini envelopes. These are actually in the bag because they do have something in them. So I don't know how to zoom in. I'm not quite sure. But, they're quite cute. So this one's got a little expression in it. Come out. This shall too pass. So they're little envelopes. You can put little messages. Yeah, I'm just using a camera, and I don't think you can zoom in on this. I'm just going to try and see how we go. No, I don't know. But I'll try and bring it up to the camera. I have to stand in my chair. I could lower the tripod down, but when I'm going to be doing this, and I've just lost that bit of plastic. And because it's clear, I won't be able to see it. Where are you? It's clear plastic, so I have no idea. Where'd it fall? But we have another one. Okay. So this one I just created with my alcohol inks, and I'm trying to use up all my washi tape, so while they may not look vintagey or rustic, you know, for the junk journals, you know, if you've got a particular colourful page with blue in it, you can actually adhere that. Now my suggestion is, because there's nothing on the back, you can either use a paper clip and clip it in, or glue it down and then put your little quote in. So that's the blue one, and it's sort of a bit motley. And then we come to the little orange one, and I think they're just so adorable. Do what you love. Now these are all little expressions that you can, you know, print out on your computer. This is actually you can. And they're just little prompts. Focus on the good. Okay, what's this one? Trying to get it down. Okay, come on. Be courageous. So they're all sort of like little expressions that I put in the small ones. Conquer from within. And they're just, you know, really good size. You know, they can, you know, be like private little messages. These are little 2 ones, love and strength, because I didn't have any more of those. Love and strength, and peace and joy, and they've got the definitions. So, you know, you just pop them in. So, you know, they'd be good for like a motivational journal or a gratitude journal, wish and grace, and their meanings and their expressions. So that's the small ones. And they were made from the small doily. I'll get the packet. Okay, here we go. Just all over at the moment because I've got cooking on the stove. I've got printers going, everything going. My neighbour came up, and he's an old gentleman trying to work out new technology because his old phone that he's been accustomed to for years has died, and they don't make the battery for it anymore. So, okay, so there's the paper doilies. Now there was 52 in the pack, so you had the large, the medium and the small, and that's what I've used to create the envelopes. So, you know, when you're paying $3, you know, that's quite a lot of envelopes, 52 envelopes, you know, so it's well worth it. The next size created, oh, we have one more. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, there's a mountain of them, you know, and I just sort of sat there watching TV, you know, putting the washi tape on, folding them up, you know, and while they don't look vintagey, like I said, and rustic, you know, if you are adding it to a page, okay. You can see I'm not prepared this morning. There's just so much going on. Okay. This is only just, I'm just starting my first journal, so I'm learning all about it. So there's a picture of a map there, and you've got the blue there, so you can probably, you know, put the blue there to bring out the blue in here, and so forth, you know. The green, okay. We have this one here, which has got the green olive on it, so you could probably put that on that, or actually even on there, you know. So there's variations You know, this has got pink in it, so you could probably maybe, might be too bright. Maybe yellow, bring out the yellow in the butterfly. So, you know, you just sort of find your page. So I haven't cut the pages down as yet. I'm sort of just learning to put journals together. Okay, we have yellow. Okay, here we go. So we can put that down there, you know, or if we even move that up there, we can put the little pocket down there, or vice versa. You know, move that down here. You know, and then you've got contrasting. So just because they're brightly coloured, well, they're not really that bright. Some are very muted tones. You know, this one just had a Parisian washi tape. I've actually got to put some glue under that because it's very old and it's not sticking down properly. So as you can see, that's what they look like. And there's the purple one. And it's just some very shiny washi tape. The pink one. Okay. So rather than boring you going through them, you know, that's just, you know, what they can look like. And I love the fact that when you use, oh, there's the two of them there. My technique, it makes them more sturdy. So what I've been doing, I'm just excited to show you because when I made these I was so proud of them. I thought, well, you know, I have trouble following through because I get bored easily. I'm going to go on to next and have so many projects uncompleted, and I promised myself I would get the envelopes done. So basically what I do is I try and find, you know, sort of the level there going across, and turning it up, making sure if you've got a way of, you know, like your liner, and I just put this on here. Now because as you can see the top is larger than the bottom, I usually put it down and I try and get a crease here and a crease there, and this is just my template to how I do the, okay, so that's a bit too, we need, because it's a larger one, I should have realised. So, excuse my fingers, I've been doing the dies this morning and it gets under in nails. Now you can see that hits right down the bottom. Now you can choose to bring it up. So we'll do that. Okay. So that's your start. Now you can imagine you've already coloured it in, and make sure that it's the same on the other side, and you fold it in. Now don't worry if it hangs over the edge because we get to cut that out. It's just a way of creating the square. Now don't forget, I've just cut this plastic out because I couldn't find the original one, and then that's what you're left with, your design. So as we know, we usually go on the corner. Now this is for the bottom part, so we pull that out. It's a sunny day today, I feel happy and bright. When it's miserable I don't. And on the top you just go straight down, but on the side here you just slightly off. So make sure you go straight down and then just slightly off. Now, because these are the larger ones, I put them aside and I keep them, and I'll show you why. So then all you do is you're gluing the sides there, and then you've got a nice pretty envelope. And that's why I suggested gluing it on the back, because, you know, like if you're gluing it down on a page, you've got all that prettiness to do. So, I'm really chesty this morning. The cold air coming through the window, plus, you know, I easily get infections because my immune's so low. So what I've been doing is printing out little expressions as well. And using the same technique, backing it with that craft paper, so easy, just lay it down, iron, boom, done. Just make sure you put the baking paper over before. There's videos on my channel, and so I've just been printing them out and just edging them with just an El Cheapo thing. I've just been going around the sides like that, just to give it that definition, and because the print and the white, it just really brings it out. So I've done a few there. I love how, you know, just that little edging. Before I got distress inks and things like that to do edges, it was just very clinical. It was just clean, dead straight, no definition of the words or the project, because it was just words on paper. Oops. But that, you know, the edging makes a difference, and you can use your coffee ink. So as you can see, you know, I've created a few of them, and all you do is just tuck them in there. And then you've got a beautiful little expression. What's this one? A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. You know, so you've just got a little motivational expression, and you can even put, at the moment I'm just dyeing some index cards, some small ones from Doileys, the Japanese shop, and just putting it in there so you can also journal, you know, maybe regarding the expression. So I just thought it was a really cute way of, have we got a small one? Okay, just imagine that's edged. Yeah. So that's joy is a flower that blooms when you do. So just little motivational expressions, you know, and you can even further embellish them, which I will be, you know, putting something on there. I'm not quite sure, but I will upload a video when these are all totally complete. But I was just so excited about how well the Doily envelopes turned out. So if you'd like me to do the tutorial from beginning to end, just put a message down the notifications box and I will, and that way you can see how I go from, where's it gone? Going from that to a beautiful little envelope. Alright, that's it for me. Sorry it's a bit rushed, but you know, I'm wanting to get it up online. And before you go, okay, just before you go, remember when I was saying about the small little corners, and then just cut straight and then just slightly on an angle on the flaps? This is what's left. Now, if you wanted to, there's no reason why you couldn't glue that on for decoration. Where's the other blue one? Okay. Yeah, you could, you know, glue them for decoration. Look at the purple one. Okay. Okay. So you can even add them for corners. So don't throw them away, keep them, and then you can add them to the corners, just to give them a bit of, you know, there we go. How good does that look? You know, just for the corners that you've used off them. So, waste not, what not. So that's it for me, and like I said, if you need any, if you need me to do a full tutorial on how I actually adhere the craft paper onto this, there are several videos on my channel showing you the wonderful product. So till then, take care, and thank you so much for watching. And as I'm sort of beginning my channel again, I would love it if you would like, share and subscribe, because these are wonderful techniques and simple projects that you can actually do. So if you were to copy dye this and do some distressing, you can create a vintage looking envelope. I was just using my alcoholic inks and sprays, so if you want a tutorial also on how I create them, you know, please message me below. You know, so I had a wonderful time creating all these wonderful envelopes, and they're great. They're very attractive, very, very attractive. Okay, bye.